I can't do this anymore.
What do you mean?
I just...
What, this show?
The show.
Well, this just sounds
well, you know what?
a little bit longer.
I got one more in me.
Okay, one more.
Let's do it. All right.
I just need the weekend.
All right. Wait, the singer of the weekend?
Yes.
I like him.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm blinded by the light.
Why do they have the bandages? What is that?
The bandages?
Yeah.
It's to show the perils of Hollywood fame.
Oh, okay. It means something?
Oh, yeah. It talks about, he's talking about the plastic surgery and the need to be perfect.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what's perfect? Guardian Water Services.
Yeah,
that's how you do a segue, bitch.
I forgot we were even doing a commercial.
Yeah, I know.
I was doing a show.
I was just looking into your eyes talking about the weekend.
GuardianWaterServices.com. If you have stinky water, you live outside of the city.
If your water smells like a butthole.
Yeah. Eggs.
Like if your water smells like an egg butthole, man, I feel really bad for you, and I'm gonna clown you a little bit. And I'm gonna be like, if I'm at your house, I was like, I washed my hands. Yuck, your house sucks. But then you call Guardian.
Yeah, you get that full conditioning system, so you condition the water before it even comes into your pipes in your house, which saves them from
corrosion.
Corrosion, calcium buildup from repiping your house, which is super expensive. So it'll save that, and it'll save your appliances, your fixtures, all that calcium, the chlorine, or whatever. It filters it all out.
Yeah, all that yucky stuff.
And you'll save money on soaps because you don't have to use the super expensive soaps you buy at Publix or wherever.
Yeah, you can make your own soaps out of whales. Seriously, and it's very efficient to make a whale blubber soap on your own.
Once your water's conditioned, then you could buy less expensive soaps because they don't have to work with all the chemicals in the water.
You can buy Old Roy brand soap.
Also, the RO system.
I was going to talk on that. The RO system has spoiled my family to the point where we went away to a resort.
Yeah.
And, I would guess the Dominican Republic, not known for its perfect drinking water.
What?
I know, it's not. And we could not drink water, and my daughter was freaking out because we couldn't find, there was one particular day, we could not find one bottle of water. Everything was a water fountain. It just wasn't cutting it.
Yeah.
But thank you, Guardian, because you've made the quality of our water and our homes so much better thanks to that RO system. And you got a bigger one. You've got chilled with a bigger tank.
Yeah. I got mine hooked up to my refrigerator. I got RO ice now.
You don't have to buy bottled water, all of that waste, all that trash, all that garbage. You don't have to do any of that. Just get that system in your house.
They're a local Florida company. They do a lot for Yellow Brick Road. GuardianWaterServices.com. Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha and Butler are here. Welcome to the show, everybody. We are glad to be with you.
So on the line with us, a great sponsor of ours, our medical marijuana dispensary partner, True Leave, has been great. Again, if you buy anything at True Leave, you could fill out the form. It's on tomanddan.com.
Oh, we encourage you to do that, man.
Yeah.
It's our way of letting True Leave know that you like their products.
And we will mail you something. Whatever you buy, just take a picture of it, put your address in the form, and then you're going to get a True Leave bucket hat.
I love
it the Durst.
The Durst.
The Durst. I took mine to the Dominican Republic.
I brought it
it's waterproof.
Yeah, it's waterproof.
It's great.
Yeah, the thing I wore in the
kayaking
it's my official Lazy River hat now. I love that damn hat.
I still haven't gotten a picture of someone wearing it in the most inappropriate place, but I'm waiting for it. I'll give out a prize.
I have one that maybe my wife deleted off my phone because it was me wearing nothing but that hat in the private pool in the Dominican Republic.
No, you should have blurred it out.
Though. That's fine.
Andrea didn't like that so much. But on the line with us is our good friend Skylar. What's going on, Skylar?
Hey, not too much. Just gearing up for one of the largest Pride events. It's our first time really getting back into the community for events, so I'm interested to see how that's going to go.
Congratulations, and also congratulations on the Pride Edition True Pod that I picked up right when June kicked off.
I'm jealous.
That is probably the best pod you guys have made, in my opinion. I know it's different for everybody.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal strand of marijuana. It is Daniel Dennis approved. Very, very good.
Yeah. Is it the Rainbow True Pod?
It is the Rainbow True Pod, indeed. And they're hard to track down. People apparently like these, so you might have to try a couple of different dispensaries to track it down. I found it near me on Colonial, tried it, and it is phenomenal. Really well done.
So we launch those every June, so you'll have to stay tuned till next June if you don't get to have it now, but we have a ton of other Pride products.
Awesome. Well, Skylar, let's talk about that and products and everything going on this month. When, obviously for Pride Month, you have some custom tailored products. So what do you got going on?
Yeah, so I'm sure y'all know we celebrate Pride all year round, but then specifically in June we do a lot of different products for our patients. So this year we launched a ground true flower, which we're actually selling today, or we're selling it on the 23rd, and then we should have it one more time. But the strain is Love is Love, which obviously is very important to the LGBTQIA community and just people in general. But then we also launched a pre-roll series where it was called Mr. Fahrenheit and then Mary and Jane, which we thought was fun. Yeah. And then we also, every week, aside from the Rainbow True Pod, which we will have every single week, but every week we launch a new Pride Series vape cart. So today on the 28th, we will have the Panhandle Pride 1GC sale. And so last week we had the Bay Area Pride product, Orlando Pride. We did the week before that, Key West Pride. So every week we had a different vape cart. So we have all that stuff going on. And then a portion of proceeds are going to 4 incredible LGBTQIA organizations, one being 26 Health, which is located in Orlando, actually. Equality Florida, Metro Inclusive, and then the National Center for Transgender Equality.
Awesome.
And you guys...
So a portion of proceeds... What, I'm sorry?
No, I was going to say, boy, you guys have been busy. Good Lord. Between events, charitable work, starting to get those off the ground.
Grand openings. I hear tell that we will have a grand opening in the Winter Park area near me, right?
Yes, we are opening on the 24th. Woo-woo. There. Yep. So you should be able to go there ASAP. And remember that on our grand opening days, it's 25% off in the store.
That's awesome. Where is it? Where in Winter Park? Aloma?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right here. Oh, man.
It's walking distance of the studio.
We're
walking distance, It's like 6840 Aloma Ave.
Yeah,
that's right here.
It's going to be a game changer for Denny. Another thing I'd like to point out, too, that when you go in like I did and you get one of these limited edition carts that might be Pride-themed, I was able to pick up the new True Stick 2.0 with the different temperature controls, the haptic vibration feedback. Mine's in a very cool, spectrum kind of a pattern. It shows kind of like the actual, the spectrum that, I guess, the marijuana spectrum.
Yeah.
And pretty darn cool, man. You guys have been rolling out. Is it difficult to keep it all organized? Because it seems like every time I turn around, you guys have something brand new, like, rolling out.
No, and I mean, really, we're wanting to give our patients what they're asking for, right? So looking at research market share and what products are out there, what products will benefit patients and that sort of thing, because we want to make sure that we can give, like I said, our patients the products that they need to help with the various illnesses that they have. So we just launched a new product. I don't know if y'all have seen Refined Creme, which is a concentrate, and it's full spectrum, so cannabinoids, terpenes that are isolated from a single source cannabis.
Wow.
And so it's $75 for a gram, which is pretty good. So if you are into concentrates and you haven't tried it, I would suggest to try that because it is full spectrum. You're going to kind of get that entourage effect, which is what you want.
Yeah. I'll tell you, one of my main illnesses is my family annoys me.
I have a after that too.
After I take a truly CBN THC infused gummy, it's all good. It's perfect. It's the only way. No matter what I'm doing, it's amazing. All happiness after that. Perfect.
It's amazing. It can be chaos in the Dennis household, but if I go upstairs, change into my lounge clothes, and find my brand new True Stick 2.0, I'm good to go, and it's less annoying.
So, Skylar, we get a different text all the time that telemedicine is going away, and then we're always mad, and then we always get an update from a listener or someone one of us is like,
Extended.
I did telemedicine yesterday, and we're like, what is it going away?
I'm getting
Please
new ones.
don't go away.
No, I'm getting new ones now. Skylar, have you seen the new ones now that come directly from our governor?
Yeah, so as of now, what's happening, the last that we've heard, so this is as of yesterday, that telemedicine is expiring on the 27th of June. However, I want to say it's either physician groups that are writing a letter to the governor so that we don't have to expire telemedicine and we can continue on, because we have seen a lot of success. As of last week, we have, I want to say, I think it was 576,000 patients in Florida, which is insane.
Wow.
Right? It's 500,000 patients. Yeah. So a lot of people are needing cannabis during COVID that we're seeing, which is great, because I would obviously rather have somebody using cannabis than opioids or other sort of recreational drugs. So as of now, it's kind of, in a weird spot. Because, like you said, yes, they keep changing it and pushing back the date, which potentially could happen. But as of now, it's expiring on the 27th. But what medical cannabis doctors specifically are fighting for is to continue on with telemedicine so that it's an easier accessibility for their patients, which obviously y'all agree with, I agree with, we all agree with. So let's hope that happens.
It's so much better. Anybody that has gone through the process and has done the regular in-person or the telemedicine, we're all on the same page. We're like, the telemedicine is 100%.
I want to do that for all my doctors.
Well, I did before my flight.
They have it for regular doctors, too.
I did it before my flight because I had to reevaluate my Xanax prescription. That I have that in case of emergency, so I don't freak out on the plane, climb the seats, and bang on the wall. But yeah, she did a telemedicine. They have the ability to do it.
Of course, they're doing it now.
100%. Yeah, 100%. And it's also just to renew your card. So it's not if you're a new patient. If you're a new patient, you can still go in, ask questions, be in person, make sure the person's, not pretending to be someone that they're not. But then when you renew, you don't have to drive in somewhere to see a doctor for 20 minutes.
Right.
I mean, I agree, too, with you, Sam. I think that all doctors' visits should be telemedicine if they can be.
The only time my doctor appointments are on time, telemedicine. Every other time I get there and I have to wait 4 to 5 minutes.
Oh, she took me 15 minutes early. I was waiting in the waiting room, and she's like, I'm ready if you are. I'm like, let's do this.
Because inevitably, if you do in-person appointments, someone's late, it pushes everybody back, and then all of a sudden it's like a slinky effect that now...
if
someone's late, move on to the next person.
Yeah, but it's like, you try to help.
Literally.
I didn't think about this. Someone in our Twitch chat room, you might be disabled. OG Ad says, this would be great because my doctor isn't wheelchair accessible.
How does your doctor not have wheelchair access? That seems odd.
Is that legal?
Isn't that illegal? Yeah.
That's a bad step.
Yeah, everybody, even your canoe place down the street is has to have a ramp, for no reason, just for compliance.
Even Ron John's has a ramp,
But it's not like the doctors are testing you or giving you some exam. They're just like, hey, is it working?
Right.
Okay, here we go.
It's all verbal.
Why? I don't understand that human beings can be so efficient in some aspects, and then I don't know. But it's the way it is. Anyway, Skylar, let's talk about the any other new store openings. I know we got the Winter Park store.
I'm excited about that.
Is there anything else opening up across Florida?
As of now, not in June. We will kind of see what July looks like. It's crazy because that store that's opening in Winter Park is our 85th store, our 91st store across the state. So we will be at 100 stores before the end of the year, which is insane to me, that this program's been around for almost 5 years. Our 5-year anniversary is at the end of July, and we're at almost 100 stores. So as of now, no, but we will have more coming up in the next month, I would say. But within the next couple of weeks, no, we just have Winter Park coming up. But still, it's great. More accessibility for us.
Yeah, and that's a huge one for us because, dare I say, the majority of the people I know would use the Winter Park location just to show you how we've hit almost every dot on the map except for that.
Yeah.
That's going to be a biggie.
Yep.
Because I drive to Colonial now. It's about 7 miles, but, on a busy day, it'll take me a solid 40 minutes to get there.
Oh, I know.
It
will take a while.
And Millennia sometimes even faster if you can zip down there, and they got all the inventory there.
I usually go to Longwood because that's closer to my house, but the Aloma and Winter Park is going to be closer to work, so I'll just hit it after work. Perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Well, Skylar, thank you so much for everything. Again, I want to tell everybody, whatever you buy a True Leave, and we encourage people to do this. This is like we want to mail you free stuff, and not only will
take our gifts, please.
You'll get an awesome True Leave bucket hat that's waterproof. It's a high quality item. Like what I'm saying, this is not some radio station. They sell these.
Yeah,
you're gonna get it for free.
It's a nice ass hat that's waterproof.
Yeah,
it has been tested by me and Sam in multiple lazy rivers.
And we're sending you some magnets, some stickers, some Tom and Dan stuff with that, and you could do it every single month.
And it lets Skylar know that you're listening to us.
Yeah,
it's
it
a
helps
win-win.
us.
You just got to do it. Thank you so much for your time. We always love talking to you. Tell everybody in your team, give them some love from us, and we can't wait to talk to you again when we got more news.
We will. You guys have a great rest of your week.
All right,
Thanks,
you
Skylar.
too. Take care, Skylar.
Okay. Bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Always very cool. Winter Park, huh? Checking it off the list.
THC has been around for 5 years now. Oh my God!
I don't
doing
mean to,
THC for a long time.
I don't mean to bring this up on the show, but I am a little bit of a pioneer in this.
You're the first person to get the card.
Yeah, I was. But the rest of you guys are just straight.
That could have took 6
the rest
months.
Of you guys are pussies. It almost took me 8 months to get my car. It took me a full year to get my recommendation.
Yeah, but you're just better organized than your wife, and you got the paperwork.
Well, I did all of this. I didn't. I kept this from her. I didn't want to tell her anything about it. She still doesn't know my recommendation.
Me and Sam got ours when it was like, how long did it take ours? 3 weeks?
I think it was 3 weeks.
Well, we got denied by our first doctor that was a gynecologist.
Yeah, my guy. That was my original doctor was a gynecologist.
Well, back then he was like, well, you need
They wanted more specific,
I have stories now. Now when I tell the stories, I was like, when I first got it, I went to a strip mall in Kissimmee. This is true.
Yeah.
I went to a strip mall in Kissimmee, and I go, everything's like, it's like Puerto Rican tax office, Puerto Rican tax office, Puerto Rican tax office, gynecologist, weed doctor. I'm like, all right, well, there's my guy. Go inside, no air conditioning, sitting, tiny little clipboard with a blank piece of computer paper on it.
We went to the same place.
Yeah, pencil with tiny string on it. You write your name on it. They call you in there. And then when I sat down...
5 years ago?
5 years ago. And I sat down, and the guy was like, I cannot believe they won't let us have the marijuana. I said, what do you need? He's click, 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 you're done.
Yeah. Now,
then,
I think
months later, the government sent me, 8 months later, I got a letter in the mail.
Now you just get an email.
Yeah, now you're just all digital. I had to pay with a check, dude. I had to send a check to the guy. Send a check to the governor's office.
Dude, DeSantis.
I wrote it out to him. I wrote it out to his family.
I think it was Rick Scott back then.
It was old Rick Scott. I'm sitting. It could have been Charlie Crist for all I don't know. It was a
Charlie Crist.
My God.
It's totally different now.
I sent it a check, and then you know how long when you send a check to a government building, you know how long it takes for them to even mark it paid? The check sits in a bin for like 2 weeks before anybody even goes to the bin.
Yeah, the government's slow.
It's insanely slow. That's why it took so long.
It's so different.
Paper.
I am not joking. I think you get it within the week now.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You do.
Like days, right?
I think we had a BDM that got it in like 5 days.
He got the email, and then he could start buying. Because all you have to do, once you go through the process, you get the email, and then you can buy.
Yeah.
You don't need the card. They'll send you the card later.
Yeah.
But with the email, just show that a True Leave, and you're fine. And I think it's real fast now.
Oh, yeah. We had a guy, I think he did his thing like on a Monday or maybe a Friday, and then by Tuesday he had his card.
Yeah. It may even be faster. Like, someone said 2 days in the BDM page.
I wouldn't know. Scott York would know. We could reach out to him. I haven't done the process in a while. I have a very good friend of mine. We all do. I can't say who, but might be going through the process, and hopefully I'll be able to tell you more about that at some point soon.
My mom just got it, and
right on. I know she was.
I mean, I say just got it. It's been 6 months. now.
Right on. Very cool.
But she got it within a week, and she was asking me. She's like, "What do I need to bring?" I'm just go.
Yeah,
they would give it to everyone.
Nothing.
I've never heard anybody get denied but even with us, the guy.
I think in the very beginning they were a little more cautious.
They wanted medical records or something. They had to look,
but it was all paper.
They didn't deny you.
Everything was paper. Like you guys weren't denied. It was like you just needed to have something else. I forget what it was.
Yeah, but then I just went to a different doctor and they approved it.
Yeah.
I told my doctor, I'm like, can you fax my medical records to this doctor? And
I told my therapist, can you just talk to this doctor and tell them about my childhood trauma and that I need this for my PTSD?
There you go.
I don't think they even need that. They just need to say they looked at something, even though they're not even looking.
No.
Just rub a little dirt on your face. They'll approve.
Yeah. It's all good. I'm telling you, that CB, whatever... because everybody, and that's what...
Everybody's different.
Everybody's biology is different. So it's like some people like sativas way more or indica.
I like sativa.
Yeah.
I like indicas. I like hybrids.
Whatever. The hybrids never work for me.
Really?
I'm becoming a hybrid guy. Yeah.
Every hybrid I've ever taken doesn't do anything.
But you take the capsules, and hybrid capsules don't do anything for me either.
Okay.
It's got to be in a
vape,
like in a vape form.
I never vape or smoke or anything. I just all edible capsules.
I probably should. I'm not proud of myself. I don't have a rig or anything.
But
you don't got a dab?
No, I'm not there yet. I just don't think I just don't think I'm ever going to be there. To me, it might as well just be a cold beer that's easing the bees.
What works great is those pre-rolls.
Yes, they do work.
A good pre-roll every now and again.
Or flour. Don't negate flour, man. I bought some.
Yeah, but I'm not rolling it up myself.
I did just to say I did it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did it once on vacation. I did it old school. I did it like I was like an old helicopter pilot in Vietnam.
No, really.
And I just rolled up and I sat on my balcony, and I got to tell you, it was very much the whole thing. It was like, get out the papers. I found my old machine from when I was like Flagler College. Got that thing out, put it all in there, just like Jim Phillips says, stems and sticks, and put it all in there. Don't even pick it out.
Is that good? Do you like that?
I mean, it's not as good as
seems weird
than a true stick, but it was fun. It's got a nostalgia kind of a factor to it, yeah.
I haven't smoked weed since that camping trip we went on.
Oh, I hurt you.
10 years ago?
I hurt you.
Maybe more.
It was more than 10. It was more than 10.
Yeah. It's got to be 15 or I don't know.
A decade ago?
Yeah. That's how long it's been since I smoked marijuana.
Yeah.
I just never been into smoking it, vaping it. I've vaped before, but, it's all edible.
What's your method of choice?
I like the toot pens.
Yeah, I like a tooth pen.
And I like the capsules.
The tooth pen.
The gummies are good too, and the cookies. The cookies are good. They're little tiny mini cookies.
I enjoy the tooth pen because I need it now. I need it now.
Yes, when I want it now. When I need it now.
And I don't need the chance of it taking it. Then I'm like, that'll be good. And I'm like, 3 hours later, I'm like, it's not there yet. I'm not. And then all of a sudden, middle of the night, I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I need it now.
I've got it timed out now where my body knows exactly.
You're good at it.
I feel it instantly, too.
It's the most organized you are.
Instantly.
Yeah. Like, I take a True Leaf capsule or I eat that gummy, that CBN gummy, and I feel something. Now, it doesn't really kick in until like an hour, but instantly I feel it and I'm feeling good. Like, I don't have to wait that long.
Living the dream.
So whatever happened to my biology, it just used to it now. And maybe it's like an auto response or something.
Yeah, it's almost like Pavlov. It's like you're a dog and you're conditioned. As soon as that pill touches your tongue, then your body already starts releasing endorphins because it's excited that you're going to get high.
Yeah.
It probably has a lot to do with it.
Oh, I like THC.
Me too. Bye-bye. Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
You want to do the thing?
Let's do it.
I almost forgot to sing along with the Porkin song. When I had a baby, I realized I had given myself a big dad dong. Everything starts to hang a little lower. Everything starts to move a little slower. Nothing comes out the way it should, except for number 2. That comes out like a 4 or a 5. 5. We love 5!
Yeah! Who's Porkin'? Brought to you by Porky's Barbecue right there on the Popka. They've got a drive-thru and delicious barbecue. You can Porky's Apopka. How you doing, Sam?
All right, so I'm doing good.
She got no time for your stupid small talk. Why don't you shut your mouth?
I'm jumping right in because there was a weird pause. So you guys familiar with Rihanna's lingerie line, Savage X Fenty? Are you familiar?
It's the only panties that will touch my labia.
All right.
So she's got a lingerie line.
Correct.
Okay.
She's had it for a little while now. And recently, she has a new product that she is premiering that has gone viral. They are leggings, but they have an open back and they are crotchless. It's made of sheer soft mesh fabric, and it has an open strappy back for a playful surprise.
Wait, so it's
chaps. right,
but they're sticking to your legs, right?
No, if you Google the image of it, so basically it has a V cutout with strappies, and what they're calling it is booty cleavage.
Oh, I like booty cleavage.
Okay.
That is the new, that might be the new trend.
I'm pro booty cleavage. I learned this from Austin Rouse in our BDM group. You can join and sign up to be a BDM at TomandDan.com. He was talking about...
He likes the thigh cleavage.
Yeah. Well, is it... okay, maybe that's different.
It's straight booty crack cleavage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my wife has that all the time, but that's just because she has a very long crack. My wife has the longest crevasse.
So it exposes your butt crack.
Yes.
Okay. And then the front. The front too?
It kind of has just the crotch cut out.
Okay.
So if you Google the image, it's kind of hard to explain unless you actually see it.
I'm into it.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm into this. Hold on. I found it.
All right.
Here we're going. I'm going live to the Savage whatever it is website.
Just like a woman's top would have some lacy stuff for your boob cleavage, this has the lacy stuff and your butt crack cleavage.
I'm into that. I'm into that, dude.
I don't know.
I'm not anti that.
Can you get away with wearing...
I'm into it, too.
I don't think you can get away with it everywhere. I think you may have some problem because you're setting an area of your posterior where doo-doo comes out on a chair at Applebee's. There's going to be a problem with that. But I do like it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
that's the thing, right? A lot of people on TikTok were complaining. There was a video that went viral, had 3.2 million views, of a girl complaining about it, saying, like, who the hell's going to go to a gym wearing that? Because they're assuming because it's leggings, you're supposed to wear it out. But, I mean, you have to understand this is a lingerie line. I don't think Rihanna was expecting people to wear the open back booty cleavage leggings out to Applebee's.
Yeah, the front's not open, Tom. Gym. I'm looking at the front.
Okay, yeah.
Front is closed. The back is open.
Gotcha.
Unless you wore them backwards, and that's going to be a problem. If I wore them backwards, it would just look like Gonzo from the Muppets is wearing like a leotard.
Now, she's saying it's lingerie, but
like if your wife is washing dishes and she's showing a little booty cleavage,
I'm into that.
Okay.
I would buy. You know what? I may buy these for my wife.
Can you get away with wearing this in public? Let's talk.
It is crotchless, so no.
This one is not crotchless.
Yes, they are. They just don't show the crotch because you can't.
It's way up under. It's way up under?
Yes.
Oh, it's in there.
There's an escape hatch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
They put an escape hatch in
let's say this wasn't crotchless and
it was just
just booty cleavage?
And there's some booty cleavage because I will say...
I say yes. I say let's change the trend.
I say yes, too, because...
I'm pro-booty cleavage.
Fat plumbers have been doing this for...
That's right.
And
it's...
Yeah, it's sexist if you don't allow this.
Listen, I thought that was a stereotype, like an old cartoon, like that plumbers had their ass crack hanging out, and there's
some truth in stereotypes.
And there was multiple people doing work when a year ago when I remodeled the house, and lots of men have their ass crack hanging out from various positions.
Have you been to a BDM event?
Yeah. And
it's all asses.
I don't understand how you can't feel it.
I can feel it, but I have a small crack.
Do you not care that your ass crack is out? Why? Because you
get used to it. You get like anything else. You get desensitized. The air is blown on your crack enough for it to make you got a hardened cracky crack.
Because I've had
crackly crack.
I ass crack fall out of my pants, and then immediately I stand up pulling my pants up because I was like, I don't want people seeing my ass crack.
Yeah, that's called the America's Funniest Home Videos old man.
But apparently other people cannot feel that or don't care. Is it one of the other? It's like,
well, my wife has just had to come to terms with the fact that she has a larger crack than most.
And then it just can't be hidden.
It can't be hidden.
Okay,
It can't be hidden.
No.
Yeah. Because your
It's
pants,
unhideable crack.
your pants can only go
You
up
gotta
so
wear
high.
jumpsuits only.
My wife's butt crack is as this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. It cannot be. You can't put a bushel over it. I'm going to let it shine. Hide me under a bushel? No. I'm going to let it shine.
Yeah. It starts where a normal girl's tramp stamp would be. I don't know if you can say that anymore.
Yeah, you can say tramp stamp. You have to say sex worker. You have to say a sex worker
Stamp.
identification drawing.
So, do you think this would catch on, Samantha? Because I
like it. I really do like it.
I also feel like
I mean, it'll be for like at home sexy time. I don't think people are going to walk around with booty cleavage out.
She got big girl sizes too. She got a 3X on there.
Yeah.
Now,
Her lingerie line's great.
let me ask you guys this. I haven't dabbled really with the
Lingerie?
well, the stockings.
Oh, yeah.
And like they have anything crotchless. I've never.
You're more of a crotchful man.
Well, no. I've never found really.
You like extra crotch.
No.
Reinforced.
I'm just.
He likes the cloaks and
Double stitched. You like the double stitched burlap.
I guess I'm just more logical. I'm just like, well, you can take your pants off. Why?
You can leave your hat on.
I don't see how it's better to have
Cocker.
coverings over your legs.
Well,
but
so you don't find that sexy at all, that she's kind of half clothed, half not clothed, leaving some of the parts that, like on my wife, I happen to really like her posterior and her shoulders. So when she covers them a little bit, I'm like, ooh, let's peek. Let's see. Ooh, what's that? It's like unwrapping a present. Ooh la la.
Well, no. I understand
Making myself horny.
No, I'm all into.
Don't make me talk about it.
No, okay, well, because that's different. Because I'm all into like you're wearing something sexy and you derobe, and that all plays into it.
Okay,
I'm just saying, like you have, it's
the
like
stockings are part of the outfit. It's like
you're like clothed, but there's
Spider-Man just doesn't put his hat on and run out the door swinging on the web.
Well, I'm just saying, like the crotchless panties and all that. I'm just like, I don't know what it does for me.
The only part of the crotchless panties and
this thing
that I agree with you on is that it's a one and done scenario for me, because more than likely there's going to be some. You have to put that in the delicate bag and toss it in the laundry. You have a delicate bag. You have every wife has a zipper bag, and you put the delicates in the delicate bag, and you zip it and put it in there. So gotta wash out the number 4s.
Got to protect them
nowadays, because Daniel's brought this up before, and
I always get concerned when you say that.
Well, the what do I have to go?
We're close.
Okay.
You can finish your statement.
A couple minutes.
The G-string seems to be back. It's thong crazy everywhere I see. Right,
more than it ever has been.
Yeah, and
it's that new one. And there's some BDM girls that wear it, where it's literally a small piece of bunchy cloth on your bottom.
Yeah.
On the front. On the front, on your downstairs. And a fishing line that goes to the back. And so it's just a loincloth that's held by fishing line, and the top 2 of the same bunchy cloths with fishing line, and you just wear that, and then you just sit on your knees and take photos of yourself on the beach. And I'm into it. I'm pro it.
I like it.
I'm all in on it.
I like it. But what is the society say about this? Or is it just all subjective? Are people cool with showing your butt now? Is society
I think
fine?
It's generationally accepted for younger people, but I think older people and religious people have an issue with it.
Gotcha.
We do need to get out of here. I'll leave you from a comment from the chat room. Ghost of Manute Bull says, my wife's bush is too big to wear anything close to a G-string.
That's why I like it, Ghost.
He's out of the trenches. He's doing the heavy lifting down there.
After you get a certain age, your bathing suit, a big wetsuit with some skirt,
Who
frilly
is that?
skirt.
It looks like Lin-Manuel's wearing his mask wrong.
All right, Sam. Thanks for you.
Thanks for you. All right, Sam. Thanks for you. Appreciate you.
God damn it. All right. Well, let's take a break. We'll be back. You're right.
Just how your liver would process it then, right?
Yeah. Then it's really how your organs process the liquor. Because no matter what, if you put enough alcohol in your bloodstream, you're going down,
no
right?
matter what.
Yeah, because the alcohol is going to screw up your brain, and you're not going to be able to. So the people that can hold their liquor better, their liver is functioning better or worse than everybody else?
I think it's working harder, which is probably going to make it worse in the long run.
Right. She's probably right. It's closer to like, it's more effective now, but you're putting a lot through that, so your filter's going to go dead pretty soon.
So are those people subject to more organ problems because the amount is more than a person? For instance,
it's got to be.
Yeah, like
because you're putting more into it.
If you're drinking a bottle of liquor and your liver's processing that, and you could still function, then that means your liver's processing too much alcohol and is bad for it, compared to someone drinking 4 shots and passing out, because that's just 4 shots.
I think so.
But I don't know, but I never really heard that.
I don't hear anything that can rationalize anything I'm doing here, so I'm tuning it out.
I'm just.
You guys have ever noticed I do that, right? My ears, just like a fish, start to close when you guys are like, I don't know if Daniel should, Daniel may not want it, but they can't hear you.
Dude, I saw this study about coffee. If you drink coffee, it decreases your any sort of liver problem by like a lot of percent. Like it's.
But I don't drink coffee anymore. I drink straight Mountain Dew.
No, that's not.
I like Mountain Dew. Yeah. All I drink is Mountain Dew and beer.
I forgot to get your present. Can I run and get it?
We own the show. Right, okay, I'll time you.
Wait a second. Tom got you a birthday present?
I guess, and we're going to do it live on the show. I like this. We're doing it live on the show to see how fast he can run to the... He never gets me anything. My 40th birthday 5 years ago, he got me a drone. And I flew it 3 times.
Sitting in the office.
Yeah, and then I loaned it to Butler, and then Butler crashed it into the trees around his shack house. He's getting it. What do you think it is?
Gotcha. It's going to be a toy for sure.
No. I think it's going to be something about Brett Kavanaugh and the fact that I keep using
that's why
the phrase "I like beer, I drink beer."
I know what it's going to be. It's going to be one of those hats, novelty hats, where you can put the beer on each side.
I would wear that. I would wear that on the show. But only if it had headphones engineered in it. You know what I mean? Like I want beers here on the sides, and then I want like the helmet to come out, hoses come down into my mouth, and then headphones on too. Then I'll never have to leave. Then I could just wear a diaper, and I could just nothing but broadcast all the time. Oh, he came in. It is a shirt. She guessed right.
Yep, I got you.
Oh, buddy, what'd you get me? Thank you. Thank you. What is it?
It took a month.
Wow. It's I like beer.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Don't wear that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
He's the... People love that guy,
although
right?
it's print.
My wife's going to say, you can't wear that.
It works both ways. You're going to make fun of it, and no one's going to get mad at it.
They don't even know who it is, most people. Oh, that's great. Thank you. You all right?
I'm winded.
Yeah, we're stiff. If you,
I stiff ran out there.
That's the only COVID lungs.
No, the only reason he's winded is because he's stiff. We've determined that Tom has. You didn't hear this yesterday, Sam, but Tom has a problem now where his arms are non-functioning. He is like
I can't carry a drink with an open top. Spill it everywhere because I can't.
Shake crazy.
My arms don't have the stabilizer.
Yeah, like a cruise ship.
You know, like a GoPro, you get the stabilizer, so it's not so bouncy. I've lost that ability. So now when every step I take,
Parkinson's.
No,
it's a beginning stages of Parkinson's.
I got stiff leg. Every step I take shakes me to the core and shakes my arms. So
no shocks.
So
you need Brazilian Nike shocks. Dude, you got to start wearing shoes. It's the flip flops. That's why you're so stiff.
That's what it is.
Because you clop.
Pull
you're
your
like
shocks
clink,
out.
Clink, clink, clink. You got to get some.
Well, I'm flat-footed, so
am I.
Do you have that, bro? You can hold drinks.
I can, but I clop. I waddle, though. At least you don't waddle. If you were little like me, you'd waddle. I have to be very careful. I have to almost lay my feet down so people don't see me waddle because I start to look like a penguin man. Seriously.
Do I have? Because I tried to walk.
You can't roll your feet; they're too flat. You got to get shoes, and the shoe will roll for you.
Yeah.
I don't want.
You gotta get shoes.
I just don't want to wear shoes.
I know.
I don't wanna.
But we're here now because you have.
Well, I just won't carry anything. Like my feet get too hot.
Well, you have one other solution, but you're going to say no to it.
Wheelchair? I'll do wheelchair.
You would
Powered wheelchair.
Powered wheelchair?
Yeah. I've always wanted that.
You need to get some toe shoes like what Sam has.
No, that's not going to help my claw.
The monkey shoes.
No.
It will because it's a natural.
Me.
It's a natural.
Sam,
do you have your toe shoes available that we can see on the camera?
I can go run and grab them.
Yeah, run and grab your toe shoes. I want to see them because normally we don't get Sam on cam. Sam cam.
So nerdy, man. Like I can't wear that and not feel embarrassed.
The flops are the problem, and I've been asking my friends that are in like the foot area. I got a podiatrist in my family, Steve.
And
he says flip-flops are bad. He's like, you can't be wearing them. They're just not good footwear.
Did you ask him, like, how do people wear them their entire lives in, like,
well, it kind of goes back
countries?
To the liver thing. It's genetics.
Oh, okay. It's just like a genetically better flip-flop?
Well, you sit. So, it's not like we stretch and wear flip-flops. We sit and wear flip-flops. Way different.
Yeah.
These people are active, like they're walking from village to village 70 miles.
Okay, this is less nerdy than.
Let me see the tops.
Yeah, it looks like a regular shoe.
All right. Yeah, those are kind of cool. Those aren't as bad as I thought. I thought you had.
Yeah, they're not the ultra toe sock or shoes.
Yeah, I thought they were. Every toe has its own little sock.
No, not quite.
Little thing you put on. How about like a cool pair of like Vans, slip-ons, with a tiny booty sock? You could wear that.
No, well, the sock. I'll wear the slip-on, but they'll stink real bad after 2 days. They'll stink.
Powder them.
No powder will help. I've tried. Like I literally have to burn them. Like the flip flops that like get real bad. I have to put them out. I have to put them in the dishwasher.
All of your flip flops stink anyway. So what's the difference?
There's a next level that you guys haven't seen, but I hide from you guys.
The next level?
It happened one time when it worked out.
Oh my God! This is like going clear.
And it's almost happened here. And I literally turned around. And I went home and I changed flip-flops and I put deodorant on my feet at home because
don't do that.
It was so bad on the drive here that I was like, I'm a grown man. I can't do this. And I turned around.
I did it. I used to take meetings with stinky shoes.
But it was just us back in the day. Now,
occasionally we'd have some guy with dreams in his eyes come in there. Some guy's got some video game or something they want to sell.
But that was back in the day when we were we were too busy to care about anything. Now it's like I can't walk into the studio and have my feet smell so bad that people can't work here. Like, what I'm saying? There's a certain, people have to leave. Yeah. Like, I can't work here.
Well, I am going to buy you a pair of Crocs.
I don't want that.
What size feet are you?
I don't want the Crocs.
I'm buying you a pair of Crocs, and I'm just going to get you boring jet matte black Crocs. Just black.
No.
Matte black Crocs. Now, Vans makes Crocs. They look like Crocs. They look like a Vans slip-on, but they have holes in them. Our friend Ryan on the BDM page, he's got a pair of those, and he says they're cooler than Crocs. They look like my Vans slip-ons, but they're water slip-ons. Water shoes. You need a pair of aqua socks.
I'm not wearing aqua socks.
Aqua socks.
My pop-up told me about aqua socks. He said, never wear that. And then I would be ashamed to my entire Florida real dad family.
You don't want to wear aqua socks?
No. That I can't do that.
I had a pair of aqua. I remember when they first came out. Nike aqua socks.
Crystal bought me aqua socks to walk up some river one time. I think
there it is. That's
something.
Love.
And I refused to wear them. And then I was like, "It's fine." And then I was miserable walking through sharp river rocks the entire time, all because I didn't want to wear aqua socks because I thought it was like, I'm weak or whatever. My feet aren't tough enough.
Well, sandals are not manly.
They're not. But I get away with it in Florida because it's like there's this real man element that wear sandals, like boat guys, whatever, so I can get away with it. But you're right. Like if this was a big city, or like when comedians come in here and they look at me in sandals, they make fun of me. They're like, "Why are you wearing that? That's for vacation," But they don't understand. It's Florida.
Yeah, they don't.
I can get away with it.
Yeah.
But you're right. I have to grow up and get some business shoes.
I can't see you putting on loafers. I cannot see you doing that.
I gotta wear khakis,
tuck in your polo, and penny loafers. No pennies. Bass. Bass penny loafers. Isn't that who makes them?
And then that's it, right? Like I gotta wear that.
Well, once you've done that, just put a bullet in your head. I'm not doing that. I've told Andrea that. I've told her I'll get Crocs. And I've had Crocs. So, like our one of our BDMs, Charlie, put on there. He's like, "So Dan's getting Crocs now. Now everybody on the BDM page is going to get Crocs." I've had Crocs. I'm not new to the Croc game. I got a pair that our old host that we worked for, he got me a pair to try and clown on me, and they were awesome. And then I bought a pair because Minnie Drunky, your buddy, Alan, he had a pair of off-roading Crocs where they had they're a little hardier. I bought a pair of those. I still have them. But I need a new pair because mine are looking a little funky. And you can wear them. And they won't stink. You can throw them at Butler. How about that? You take one off and throw it at Butler?
But it's a nerd dad. It's weird.
Well, you are a nerd dad, though.
Trendy.
I know. What's weird
is very trendy right now.
I don't care what anybody says about me, and I don't care about unless it's true. But then if it's true, I already know, so that I don't care. See what I'm saying? So
if don't make any sense.
If they say something about me or think something about me that's not true, it doesn't bother me because I know the truth, right? So it doesn't matter. If I wear Crocs and people are like, "Oh, I think it," so it bothers me more. Like I know it's true. that I'm a nerd dad from wearing Crocs.
Self-conscious issues.
So wait, so you use a second layer of lying to yourself to
No, I can't lie. I can't not care because I know it's nerdy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
because I think that.
But it's already there. Is what I'm saying. Like you're the only way that you would protect. Okay, the only reason that nerdy matters is if you're not, and you are. So it's already in play. It's like the goal's already been scored. You can't take it back.
But I think I'm cooler than a lot of the nerd dads I see wearing Crocs.
Okay, and so you wearing them put you on their
admitting defeat.
Yes,
right?
Okay, it's something.
All right.
Okay,
I really am trying to figure it out.
Now I have succumbed to the nerdiness because I think this is nerdy. So now that I am wearing the nerd thing, I am truly a nerd.
Yeah, I know it sounds like I'm explaining mental illness. I knock 5 times because it's it's crazy what I'm saying, but I'm just trying to.
No, I want to know, and that makes sense to me. I get it.
I should wear a more comfortable. I don't want shoes. There's the more comfortable option, which is Crocs.
Or like Allbirds or something.
That'll hurt my feet less. I should just wear them. Who cares? But I think they're nerdy and for nerd dads, and that's the block. And then because then if I do wear them, then I'm admitting that I've given up in some way, even though in the other portions of my life.
It's actually the opposite. It's actually saying you don't give a crap that other people think it's nerdy because it's for you and it's for your feet.
Right, which makes it cool.
You have so much confidence that you can wear this and it doesn't matter what other people think.
Confidence is cool, Tom.
I do have, but that's the crazy part. I have ultimate confidence. I have the most confidence out of anybody.
That's why this is insane.
Yeah, this is.
No Crocs confidence.
Well,
you need some Crocs-idence.
But I think it's nerdy, so I can't get past it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You actually explained it, and it makes a lot of sense to me. I get it.
Like when I see, it depends.
Now, are you going to think I'm nerdy if I wear my tie-dye Crocs?
Yes.
Well, I do think you're nerdy already.
But what if? Okay, thank you. What if somebody that's not nerdy complimented them.
Okay.
Because they're not nerdy. See, the
lead singer of Cashed Out, right? That guy, I see him.
I bet he has Crocs.
Oh,
I know.
That guy's Mr. Croc. If there's somebody that has Crocs, it's that guy.
I know.
He sleeps in a human-sized Croc.
But he can
It's all about comfortability.
But yes, and he's
what
high all
feels
the time.
good when you smoke weed, Crocs?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but they
Feel like I'm walking out of cloud, dude.
He can do it because the lead singer Cashed Out because he's rowing a canoe. He's high all the time. He's
That's my weed, man.
Yeah. I'm like, well, that guy's cool. We can pull it off. I am not. And I know that, but so that if I wear Crocs, then I've basically succumbed and given up, and like now you don't care about anything.
I'm not admitting.
Let's do the math. Let's do the nerd math. Tom wears glasses. Tom is a plant daddy.
Oh, he's major plant daddy. He
might as well just throw some
hold on a
Crocs in on
second.
that
Also,
nerdness.
based on my new shirt he bought me, this guy buys more dad shirts than
Novelty
anyone I've
shirts.
ever seen. I mean, I
had to
wet
look-
my
Yeah, you buy
plants.
novelty dad shirts.
This guy buys more novelty shirts than Carrot Top.
Well, I do it as a joke. That's how, because I'm like, I'm buying the novelty shirt as a
So
joke.
you'll wear a shirt that says "I wet my plants," but you won't wear Crocs.
I do that to piss off Samantha. That there's certain things, little, I'm like, this will make her mad. I put it on, and then I'm like, it makes
It's a toxic work environment.
what makes my wife mad too? She used to hate my vacation dog shirt.
I love that shirt.
Or my
I have
bedroom.
that one.
See,
I have the vacation dog.
That's for bullying, and bullying is cool.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's
Oh,
vacation
okay.
lifestyle. I still have mine.
Like I do, like those things are for bullying, and I just feel like the Crocs and like. Yeah,
Okay, I got one for you because I'm not willing to admit defeat yet.
I can't wear Guy Harvey shirts.
No.
It's not like what am I?
God, Andrea's dad got me one of those.
Yeah.
First of all, you got an
Old
XL.
nerd
It's like you got XL, so it's like a long tee, so it looks like a dress. And on the back of it, it was a red, white, and blue Marlin. Celebrating America, launching itself to the stars.
My father-in-law got me that.
That's a lovely shirt.
I can't wear cargo shorts or long shorts anymore.
You know what? I still have a special place in my heart for the long Dickie shorts.
No, I can't.
With the Dickies embroidered on the bottom.
Yeah.
Because now when I see a guy my age wear long shorts, I then look at him like a nerd dad.
Yeah.
See, because I'm like, why haven't your shorts gotten shorter, bro? You're now inching. We used to work with a guy at the radio station. He was like 60. And he wore long Janko shorts, like
jeans,
South Pole jean shorts that were 6 inches above his tongue of his shoe.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's too long.
They look like somebody lost their old man doll.
You look like a fool. Like
Now-
if your shorts are too long and you're too old, you look like a fool.
I think I have a way through because I'm not willing to admit defeat yet.
Okay.
If I get you a pair, and if I get Tommy and Max a matching pair, so they can be like daddy, because I saw this
That's
a lot.
That's my only weakness.
I saw this a lot on traveling. I saw a lot of dads that would have their sons in tow.
Yeah.
And they'd all have matching Crocs on because people traveling, Crocs are hotter than ever right now.
Yeah, your niece has Crocs. I've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, kids. Oh, yeah, kids can do that.
Well, like young people.
Yeah.
But if I get you and Tommy and Max an all matching set, there's no way you won't.
Unless if they want me to wear it, then that's my weakness. I'll put it on for them.
Of course, and I'm going to get them the cool Marvel ones. I'm going to get you the cool Marvel one. You'll have Iron Man ones.
But
you have I'm going to get you Marvel with all the gibbets all over. I'm going to get you Iron Man gibbet, get you a Doctor Doom.
Joke's on you. They're my sons. Don't care about nothing. Don't
They
care.
open it up. And I don't even know what it
Don't
is.
care what I do. Whatever. Just don't care about nothing.
Let's try this one. We have one more. And let's hope. Let's guess whether or not I've already played this one. You want to guess?
I'm gonna say
Because
you have.
my whole voicemail file is a lie at this point. I've been looking at it. I'm like, I played that one. I played that. This whole thing's a lie. My whole life's a lie.
Tom, are you so anti-fun that you don't understand how hobbies work? The other day you were talking about I like these plants. I don't know why I like these plants so much. There's something wrong with me. It's like you legitimately don't understand what a hobby is. You're like, there's something wrong with me. I don't know why I like doing something I enjoy doing.
It's a true statement.
Get some therapy. Like,
I know. I've been thinking, sir.
come on, man. You're joking, right? You know what a hobby is. You know how, like, people do things that they like to do just because they like to do it, right? You know.
That's my favorite caller. And he goes on, and he keeps going. He is flummoxed that he cannot understand how you would. And the phrase was, I like these plants. I love my plants. There's something wrong with it. I love my plants so much. That's got a hobby, folks. He's got one.
Hold on.
It's not a bit.
Is that what every hobby is to everybody? They like doing something. They don't know why. It brings them pleasure. They just keep doing it.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I figured it out. There it is. I'm just trying to go through life figuring it out, and I figured it out. That guy told me that. Now I know. I'll never say it again.
I've spent 5 years trying to explain this to you.
But I never found something I really cared about before. So the plant thing is like weird to me. I'm like, why do I like doing this so much?
And the number one shoe for gardeners, Crocs.
Yep.
Bet me on it and lose your money. Bet me on it and lose your money. More plant men, pound for pound.
I know.
Buy Crocs.
It's the worst hobby because all nerds are into it. I see it on the growers and showers. It's a bunch of nerds.
Don't fight
I show my plants and a bunch of nerds commenting. I'm like, God damn it.
You're a nerd, Tom. You're a nerd.
I like that he's trying to fight it, and now he's alienating himself in the only group that gives him love.
I know.
This is going to end poorly. You're destroying what you love, man. Why are you doing that? You go home today, he's pushing all his plants over. I wish you'd never been growed.
But does everybody love their hobby? Because I think some people hate it.
You mean some people treat it like a job?
I don't know. I think some people just start
treat your hobby like a job. You're the most effed up person I've ever met.
You show up, you're mad, you're at the RC race. You take your RC car out, but you're mad the whole time. You're like, when is this going to end?
I hate this RC car.
What time is this over?
I got to get out of here. All I want to do is go home and sit quietly.
There's got to be some people that hate the hobby that they started and now they just feel obligated to keep doing it.
Like those airplanes.
I think it's the show.
Well, now it's not. Now it's a living. We have to do it. Anyway.
God, without this show, I can't buy those sweet, expensive ass Crocs. They're expensive.
Are they? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they last forever. And
they stopped that.
Oh, they made them crappier.
They only last about 14 to 16 days now.
Because that was ruining their company, that they made them too good.
I think that was a myth that they thought up back in the day to get us to think their product was indestructible, and it's not. I've burned a pair of Crocs before. Maybe the red pair that a certain host gave me. I burned them in the chimney. I did. Ceremonial burning. And then I prayed naked as the smoke went up to the skies. Prayed to the revenge gods.
Well, I think that was true. They made them too good. No one ever bought more.
I'm going to guess that they've never changed the formula at all. That was it. Okay, where I'm going with this is like
it's fake internet story.
Yeah, I think it's fake because remember when Orbit said our gum has too much flavor. It's ruining. We need to put less flavor in our gum. It's a lie. All you're doing is
marketing ploy by them, by their own company.
I think somebody at Crocs was very smart and said these things are virtually indestructible. A pair lasts you like 10 years, and people are like, oh, we should say that. We should say that these things are killing our company because they're too well made, and it'll catch on. And
then you just pay. I mean, there's tons of writers for companies and marketing agencies that will write stories that you pay them to write, and then they release them on the internet, hoping to go viral, and it looks like a well-written story because it's written by a journalist, but they work for companies to write basically stories because technically there's a shred of truth in it. Like, yes, it does probably hinder Crocs and the company by making their product too good, where people don't buy new pairs.
But it also adds to customer loyalty, and that's where we recoup the cost.
Everything's BS.
You know, it's funny. A lot of people are popping up in the chat room that maybe you'd like to. We'll leave here because we got to get out of here. Maybe you'd like to be just an at-home Crocman, only at home. Only behind closed doors.
Yeah, okay.
Secret Crocman.
Okay, but my wife will post a picture.
I'm not going to tell on you, bro.
No, yeah. I'm
not going to tell on you.
Crystal will
out you.
Yes, yeah.
And there's nothing more disrespectful than outing somebody who doesn't want to be outed.
Oh, yeah.
You can't take that from somebody else. That's their story to tell.
Yeah. If I want to wear Crocs on my own time, nobody should know about it.
And she'll be snapping secret photos of you doing something, I don't know, in there with your plants. Got your earbuds in. In your favorite moment, like literally, you listen to some book. This lady's telling you all the poker secrets. You're trimming. You got a Q-tip out. You're rubbing the.
Then you
flowers.
put it up on Friday Free Show. You're like, look, you see?
I wouldn't do that. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't do that to you, dude. Not going to sell you out like that.
You do it. I know you
I would not.
For
the right amount of money, I would do it.
I know you would.
That amount of money, though, $2,000.
Okay, that was more than I thought.
No, I want to get some money out of it. These Crocs are expensive.
All right. We're going to get out of here. Bye-bye. There's a whole...
Let's talk about the Modelo beer effect.
There's a Mandela effect.
I like beer.
Yeah, I like Modelo.
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that. For instance, I guess this is not really Mandela, but like
Nelson Mandela.
There's two things like dogs. Like how many human years to dog years? We've always heard 7, right?
Right.
That's not true.
Well, they changed the system. Though.
Yeah.
Who changed it?
The
Baja Men?
It's never been true. I guess it was just all.
Where'd it come from?
It was basically
Like an old wives' tale?
Yeah. Everybody just spread that around and
is that like swimming after you eat?
Yes.
Yeah. Also bald, like where
All these crazy myths and lies.
Where does your bald, like male pattern baldness come from?
Your grandfather, right?
Everybody, like the maternal grandfather, right?
Right, maternal.
That turns out to be false too.
Oh my God, my whole life is a lie.
Yeah. It's just everybody.
I believe nothing.
And then like what you're talking about, the Mr. Bucket theme song. We always remembered something.
But did they change the lyrics? Maybe they did. Maybe they had complaints.
I could see them having complaints.
Yeah.
But it was a time when their complaints didn't mean anything. In the 80s, right?
But they still have Mr. Bucket, is what I'm saying.
They still have it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
I think that they may have changed it, from the original. But I could be wrong. I could have just remembered it.
I think
incorrectly.
I got it, guys. Hold on here.
So what year did Mr. Bucket come out?
Find out.
Okay, here we go. Here's the one.
I, in fact, never had a Mr. Bucket.
That's right. I'm Mr. Bucket. I'm Mr. Bucket.
It's stupid.
Toss your balls in my top. I'm Mr. Bucket.
Oh, in my top.
I'm Mr. Bucket.
Yeah, it shoots out the mouth.
Mr. Bucket.
The game's Mr. Bucket. The first to get their balls into Mr. Bucket wins, but look out, because the balls will pop out of his mouth.
I'm Mr. Bucket.
That's who you're remembering.
Yeah, that must be it.
So
Look,
the
you
balls
guys,
will pop
you
out
guys
of his
are a
mouth,
couple
right?
of real Jerry Seinfelds
Yeah.
over here.
1990
Milton Bradley.
it came out. It was discontinued and then re-released in 2017.
Yeah, here's the new.
Mr. Bucket.
That's right. I'm Mr. Bucket. I'm Mr. Bucket. Toss your balls in my mouth. I'm Mr. Bucket.
Okay, put your balls in my mouth.
Okay, so it did say it.
Yeah, but it said it in the newer version.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're like, there's not enough balls in his mouth.
Yeah. So, but you don't put the balls in his mouth. You put it in his head.
Top. You
So
put him
why'd
in
they
his
say
top.
that?
I think somebody re-recorded
Yeah,
that, right?
somebody's messing with
Because
us.
everything's fake news now, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Bucket,
Is it? Or like
he beats his wife. You can say anything. You can do anything
Yeah.
now. Everything's
and
fake
then throw
news.
it on TikTok. Famous.
Mr. Bucket, he's self-aware, Mr. Bucket. He's got pubic hair.
My kids don't want to play with anything except for Minecraft or like video games. So like
Do you remember when I told you that video games are coming for you? And you said, much like I told Ross when Ross was like telling me everything that I wouldn't do with my kid or would do with my kid. And I was like, no, I'm different. I'm Dan Dennis. I see things different.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're a fool. And he was right.
Yeah.
I told you at some point that video games are coming for you, and you said, no, me and Crystal ain't going to happen. We're not video game people. And I did believe you.
Yeah, we tried to hold it off, but just like we thought, they're fully addicted, like black tar heroin, and they'll do anything to play. They talk about it right when they wake up in the morning before anything. They'll be like, okay, we play video games. They know they can't. They know the rules, but they ask every second of the day. Max seems desperate, like he'll do anything for it.
Dave Chappelle got the white lips.
Yeah. Like, and I'm like, oh my God, they're fully addicted, and this
What are
is
you gonna
probably I'll do nothing.
You gotta
Of
send them to
course.
rehab, bro.
I don't know. There's nothing
How
to
do you get your kids off the video games?
I'm sure there is like a rehab for video games, right?
Gotta be.
Addiction to video games.
We knew a guy where it tore his marriage apart and then he killed himself.
Well,
Video games. Seriously.
It's all. I mean, when
I
you're
didn't mean to take it there. But
when
I
you're an
did.
adult, obviously, when you're
what
a kid,
happened? We were singing jingles a minute ago.
Yeah, we went into this with favorite jingle.
Yeah.
Because Sam and I were singing
Crossfire's got to be up there.
Yeah,
The Crossfire
Crossfire's
jingle.
legit.
But we're only remembering this because of nostalgia, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And because jingles, I don't know, like jingles don't work or have never worked for me, except for the fact that I guess I do remember them, and that's all the whole point.
Yeah,
but it's never made me want to buy a product.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
See, there's a lot of these iconic
We should do that at the break of every hour commercial. Screw the bye-bye.
Yeah, I can do that. I
That's
could just
great.
steal that from ABC. They're not using that anymore.
Now kids come gather round. See what you skip.
Skip it. Oh, yeah. I always wanted to skip it.
Do run, do jump, do hop, hop.
I did have
Remember
a skip it.
You had a
You
skip
had a
it?
skip it?
Oh, yeah.
dude.
I thought...
Yeah, skippers are for girls,
That's
bro.
what I thought.
For girls, I know.
You had a skip it? I think I see
I
the
mean, I
problem.
only ever saw girls playing with them, I guess.
This guy had a skip it, then wonders why women won't
And he
sleep with him.
can't
It's 'cause you're
skip.
gay, bro.
Wait
You're
a
gay.
second. You had to skip it and you can't skip?
Dude, how do you have a skip it and can't
you're not
skip?
skipping, you're jumping.
This thing is made to skip.
This is a
my
one-legged
God.
jump rope.
Which is skipping.
Yeah.
Skipping is like jumping on one leg.
Yeah.
No. What they're doing is not necessarily skipping.
You had one of these?
Yeah, I did have
This
one.
is the greatest day of my life.
That honestly makes me think differently about you.
And also,
The
it never.
fact that you played with a skip it, dude. You can never make fun of me about anything.
I was a kid.
And it doesn't matter.
You
should have known as a kid that that's for girls. I'm sorry.
Hold on, there's other boys in this?
No, there's
all
no
girls?
boys. It's all girls. Everybody's wearing pink and fuchsia.
I don't know. I thought it was unisex. Also, it didn't work because
It has a counter on it, and every time it would go around, it would run like a 1. Was this like a way for your mom and dad to try and get you unfat?
Oh,
Were you fat? Was this when you had your boobies?
no, this is
for cardio.
This is pre when I got buds.
Did you also have a hula hoop?
No,
I did
too fat.
No, I got fat when I was like 12.
You weren't
Puberty,
fat.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Every
was.
little boy had T-words.
Yeah, I had smooth
Tees.
fat buds.
Yeah.
Like I had big Mike B's.
Yeah.
And they're pointy. Like
They look like roses.
No, like
Yeah, like an icing bag.
icing bag for cake. Anyway,
It's smooth old teen icing bags.
to skip it, it didn't work because the counter had a drag on the ground.
Yeah, and it wasn't heavy enough to get the thing to
Yeah,
register.
so when I do the skip it, it
Oh,
would
you got
it
mad.
would well, it wouldn't count because it would fly. Like I would fling it so much that it wouldn't roll. So they wouldn't count my skips anyway. I was very mad. I use it. I remember barely using it a couple times. Then I threw it.
Threw it away?
Weren't interested.
I always wanted to skip
The
it.
very best thing of all, there's a counter on this ball.
Yeah, we just
but it
talked
don't
about
work.
Yeah, it's a busted ass counter.
That's supposed to be the best feature, they said.
Yeah, all girls, dude.
Skip it and kick it.
Did you have moon shoes? Now I just want to know all the toys.
Yeah,
Tom
I
had.
had all the toys. I had moon shoes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you
Oh,
were
here
spoiled.
we go.
Yeah, my mom bought me everything I wanted for no reason.
The Folgers ad.
Yeah, fantastic jingle.
Yeah, we were just singing this one. They ran this one, but they were like Folgers was the precursor, and dare I say, maybe the inspiration for the modern day Publix ad. Because the Folgers was the first
Very
ad that I ever
sentimental.
saw where a man came home from war. Like a boy he was deployed and he'd come home. He had his fatigues. He'd put his military issued bag down at the front. He'd come in and
like, Johnny's home.
Yeah, and his mom hands him like, I knew you'd be here. You made it for Christmas. And they're like having coffee. He's like, Afghanistan's terrible. I've seen atrocities. My God, I've seen the worst things in the world. Have some coffee.
Johnny's drinking his coffee in the basement, curled up into a ball. He's crying.
My God.
He saw his friends burned.
He said he wants to be left alone and drink his coffee black.
They made him murder everyone. The school.
Yeah, this was a good one. Here, let's see a new one.
Go for it, red. Go for it, black. Go for it.
Off my back.
Connect four.
I don't remember
yeah,
a
I
Connect
remember this
4
one.
jingle.
I do remember this.
My kids have a Connect 4. We do.
Connect 4 sucks, right?
Or
We
as
have fun playing
or
it.
as I like to call it, vertical checkers.
Yeah.
We just started
Basically.
Uno. Like we've been playing Uno every night.
Yeah, we're an Uno family.
Yeah. And I tried to start betting. I was like, "Hey, you guys want to wager on this?" And then Crystal gets mad. She's like, "Don't!" And then Mac's like, "What is that? What does that mean?" I'm like, "Well, the winner will get a prize, but the losers have to get a punishment."
Yeah,
well, there's got to be some stakes in there. Right?
Just
Crystal,
beat him for losing.
This is way more twisted than playing with a skip it.
Then Crystal didn't want to do it. I was like, "Fine." Then she won, and I was the last place.
Oh, what was the
because we played it up. Well, I said, "See, you could have been the winner." I could.
Well, what would have been her prize?
Well, we didn't get to that part yet because she said, "Shut up, don't talk about it."
My God.
She's like, "Don't teach him that. This is horrible."
I don't want to tell you what I do with Maisie. We played Texas Hold'em last night on the Four Lions Casino on Xbox Live.
No, did you? I want to teach my kids how to play Hold'em.
Well, I have her. I have a digital avatar of her. Like while your boys are playing Minecraft, Maisie's running a version of herself around a digital casino, playing every game known to man. They got craps, slot machines, roulette, Texas Hold'em, ring poker. They got everything, and you can just you play free Hold'em.
Does she know how to play Hold'em now?
No, I'm trying to teach her how to do it. It's too complicated. She knows when she's got a pair.
Yeah, but she doesn't know well, you just got to keep going.
Yeah, I figure we start with pair, and then we'll get to two pair.
Yeah.
Or high. I guess you start with high card, right?
And then you get on strategy and position and betting amount.
She doesn't understand.
I'll teach her.
She's like, small blind. She's like, what does blind mean? I'm not blind. You know, it's like I'm trying to explain things to her.
Oh,
it's a mess.
Sweet Tooth update.
Sweet Tooth update.
You know what? I don't know. I got to be honest with you guys. Yesterday when we were doing the show, you mentioned that you were watching a show with your boys called Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
I faked like I knew what it is. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, it's good.
It's on my list.
What is it?
It's a show. It's for kids, kind of.
I don't know that it's for kids.
Well, it's TV 14.
Yeah, I think it's like young adult, right?
So mid-teens.
I guess it's supposed to be, like I said, it seemed...
On a perilous adventure in a post-apocalyptic world, a boy who's half human and half deer searches for a new beginning with a gruff protector.
Yeah.
Half deer boy?
Yeah. It's these hybrid children after...
It's based on a comic book, so you are becoming a nerd.
After a pandemic. Well, we've been looking for... Because my sons love Mandalorian, and we watched it twice already.
Oh, wow. You did it a second time?
Yeah, we went back through a second time and watched it, and I've been looking for a new series that we could all watch as a family, and there's not been anything. And then I saw the Sweet Tooth thing, and we held off for weeks because I was like, man, it looks a little too dark. Or, Max is 5. I'm not worried about Tommy. He's like me. No emotion, stare at the wall.
Well, you can turn it off and on.
Max gets really affected by things. I'm like, this may be too... But then we're lazy
Is it
parents.
violent at all? Or?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
It's gotten worse, which I am kind of mad about.
To bail on it? Like I
they love it.
So they're in.
Oh, they're into it, but I think I'm doing something wrong. Yeah.
Well, it can't be worse than me giving my daughter Diet Mountain Dew and gambling with her every day.
That's fine. I don't care. But I think the society.
I'm done thinking what they care.
Oh,
I can't care about what they think.
But it's gotten. Why do shows do this? Like, give me an accurate assessment of how. Like violent or bad this is.
Give me a taste in the pilot. Yeah, give me a little of everything.
And the pilot is, I was like, I gotta push past.
Well, give me an example.
There's parent blogs for that.
Yeah, that's how it involves work.
Yeah.
There's a really good one that's called like something. I forget. You go in there and you type it, and kids do reviews on they'll be like, this scared me. I didn't like this. Give me an example of something that you saw that you were like, I
don't want to ruin it.
Well, is it a spoiler? Or
well, there. I guess this is a good show, by the way.
So it is good.
It's good.
It has 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's good. Wow. It's well written. I think. Who is the director? It's a famous person and his wife. I think it's got Will Forte. And
I'm a big fan of Will Forte.
It's the acting's good. There's good budget. Story's decent.
Jim Mickle and James Brolin.
James Brolin, he's famous.
Yeah. I thought I'd recognize someone famous.
Brolin.
Anyway, there may be person burned alive.
Oh, okay,
some killing.
I don't think I can watch that.
Some,
You know
but no, it's implied.
Oh, okay. They don't show.
I was like, they took him out. I yelled that out, but I was like, they didn't take him out. Like it burning alive.
That's one of the only things that if I see it in film, it affects me. Like when the hills have eyes. There's a scene in that where a guy gets burned alive on a tree, and I'm like, I can't watch it.
No.
I cannot.
It's not like that. It's not like that. But
no, but I mean, like in any movie, even if it's implied, like there's something about burned alive, like above almost
too
anything.
far,
That's
too
just,
far.
I'm like, burned alive is bad.
And there's some there's I don't know. Like now I'm in episode 4, and I'm like, ooh, like I'm going, ooh, I'm looking at Crystal. I'm like, I don't think we should. But now it's too far. We're too far in.
How does she feel? Because is she a little more adventurous than you, or are you more the?
No, she's like, ooh,
yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? But like, and then and then we're looking at it. We're like, is he fine? Again, this is the grit they're getting, right?
Well,
or trauma.
I don't think that's trauma. Like I get in trouble with Andrea because we're trying to cut down on, just like incessant potty talk.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's just like, we'll just be sitting at dinner and all of a sudden just the word vagina or poop will be said. Just like, why are you even saying that?
Yeah. The boys, they start getting in with each other and having these conversations, pushing the limit.
Yeah, they do. And we're having to put a little bit of a stop to that. And I talk.
There's one of the first reviews I clicked on says, evidently, The Walking Dead just needed a deer boy. Is it that graphic?
No.
God, deer boy.
Like, if I watched this with just Crystal, I'd be like, this is for babies, but when I'm watching it with babies, I'm like, ugh.
So it's not for babies.
It's like older babies, I think. I think
old babies.
I should have held off like a couple more years, but
do they question anything, or do they just take it in and then you don't explain anything and then they just go on about their way? Okay, good. Don't explain anything, and do whatever you do not talk to them about it.
I like the burning alive. I'm like, they got him out of there. They took him out before the house went on fire or whatever. I lie saying, but I'm like,
you're changing the entire story.
I think because I'm thinking that it will be less on them,
right?
And then I have to explain like that she's dying of cancer. I remember the cancer thing.
Cancer,
because the lady says I'm dying of cancer.
That's another thing I don't like in shows. Another thing I can't do in movies, if the movie starts and the premise is the main character has to go on an adventure because he has a terminal illness. Okay, so it's like Billy finds out he's got 1 week to live, and he and his best friends are going to go across country for Zane Eaton. Can't watch it because I know the guy's going to die. I cannot do it. There's something about knowing that your what do you even call it?
The main character that you're watching
your protagonist
you're going to bond with the character
I'm
and then be like,
not willing to do that. And if I know that, even going into a book or anything, if I know the main character is dead already or gonna be dead, and this is just a collection of tales getting to that point, I won't invest. Ever.
All right, that's because you're like, this person's going to die, so why?
Yeah,
I already know.
Yeah, I already know the end.
Yeah. I guess
it's about the journey, Dan.
Yeah, everybody tells me that, but I think it's about the end. All I see is the end.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Titanic?
Yeah, I did.
Well, you knew how it ended.
Every night before I go to bed, I watch the Titanic.
Well, that's a long movie to watch.
It's hard to go to bed most nights.
Technically, everything is a story about someone who's about to go to die. We're all going to die.
Yeah.
So it's all just, but that's probably what I shouldn't have said there. Because that's the problem that piques your anxiety. Sorry. Bye-bye.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha's here. Butler's here. Woo-woo!
Let's get right to it.
All right.
Our buddy Craig from Pyrospot Fireworks is here. How you doing, Craig?
Hello. Good. Let's light them off. What are we going to fire off first? In the room. In the studio.
It bounced off the drop ceiling with him. Blow my feet off.
I've always wanted to set off fireworks inside a home. It's one of the things that I would do if I became a successful YouTube influencer. I would. I would buy a house specifically to be my fireworks house.
That would get you a lot of views.
Yeah, it would.
Oh, man.
That's what they do. They liked it. Like a Mr. Beast, he buys a small Deltona Miranda home, and he gets in there with his fireworks, and then they just burn it to the ground. But anyway, Craig doesn't support any of that.
No.
Pyrospot is open. Longwood, Eustis. So, Craig, I've seen a lot of rumors online. And people are worried about the great fireworks shortage.
Yes.
Before you guys opened, people are like, "There's a fireworks shortage." Like, we're not going to be able to get them.
You had the shipping container stuck. That everyone was concerned that the actual tanker had your fireworks on it.
Yeah. Plywood is $800 a sheet.
Yeah,
Everybody's like, well, the fireworks are going to be twice as much. We don't know.
Expensive.
So what is going on with the fireworks market? And are people's concerns valid?
Yeah, pretty much everything you just said there.
Okay, all right.
It's funny because WESH came out yesterday and I did an interview with them. Same thing. They called me and said, we want to talk to you about the fireworks shortage. And I was like, sure. And then get there and start going through the issues with the fireworks shortage. And then they seem shocked. I'm like, hey, you wanted to talk to me about this. It's not a lie. So in the last 10 years, firework usage in the U.S. for consumers has doubled, right, over a 10-year period.
Wow. What?
Yeah, I know. So in like 2019, consumer fireworks, we went through about 250 tons in the U.S., right? A lot of fireworks. A lot of stuff coming from China. And then with COVID and people being trapped and everything else at home and like in Florida, now it's all legal, right? Before it was that kind of gray area where you had to sign the form and then
with the birds.
Yeah, exactly.
I scare birds.
Yeah, I like birds.
So demand in the U.S. skyrocketed last year.
Yes.
So we went from a gradual increase over 10 years of doubling. So we went from like 125 to 250 tons. And then last year we went through 380 tons of fireworks.
Gotcha. So it was the catalyst. It was naturally increasing to begin with, and then all of a sudden it went boom crazy during the pandemic.
It was insane.
Yeah.
So what happened in China? Because China had factories that were shut down for months because of COVID.
That's
right?
the origin of the virus, is what I heard.
There you go.
I don't know if you guys are following
I saw
this.
that online, too.
Yeah.
Mr. Cat. He made it. Black Cat.
Mr. Cat Wuhan.
So they got desperate last year, and they're basically telling China, send us anything you have. So
they're just filling containers full of feces and sending it across the ocean.
There's a lot
of no, fireworks.
There's a lot of stuff that sits in warehouses for years. Bottle rockets or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not your main items, but all the small secondary items. They sit there for you.
I hate stoppage time shirts. Those sit in stores for years. Don't talk about it.
So this year, demand, everyone trying to anticipate, even myself, I like way crazy ordered this year. And, China can only produce so much per year. We were at the demo a few months ago and talking with owners of World Class, Jake's one of the biggest importers in the U.S., and they don't see it getting better for 3 to 4 years because you just can't double production in China overnight.
Right.
You've got to ramp it up. So.
Yeah, you can't just start building. Even if you wanted to build other factories, that takes a while. To get them up and running.
Even if we make the humanitarian, even if we make working conditions there as bad as humanly possible, we can't.
I think it's hard. I think if there's a cake anymore.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It's pretty bad.
It's all right. They're like, any worse.
There is not.
They can't do it.
Sir, we can't make it any worse.
It's funny because there's so many things that come into play that honestly I had never even thought of, as when they opened up the factories again after COVID and they start producing fireworks. They get so far and then they have to stop and they can't run them anymore because they had not opened up the cardboard producing factories yet. Or the paper producing factories. So they couldn't get the wraps for it, or they couldn't get the paper, or there's only a couple of factories that produce lift charges in mortars. So they all come, no matter who makes the mortars, the lift charges only come from a few different factories. Most of those hadn't opened up. So when they opened the firework companies up, they made with what inventory they had on hand for supplies. But then when they ran out of lift charges, it didn't matter if they had people to make them or not. They couldn't make any until the lift charge factory.
Interesting.
They should make throw your own mortars. You just light it and throw it as far as you can.
Not very far.
A big shortage again this year. Crazy stuff going on. One of the national chains this year stopped their buy one, get one free promotion, but everyone had to raise prices. The prices skyrocketed. So they raised their prices like everyone else, like 20%, 30% across the board. And then they stopped doing buy one, get one free. So now their big promo is 40% off, and I'm like, that math seems really weird.
Yeah. The same, like a same thing, right?
Well, I mean, at buy one, get one, it's 50% off. So now, if you get something for, essentially, they're going to increase their revenue with doing nothing.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But they know that they have limited fireworks. At the end of 4th of July last year, a couple of the big chains, all of their advertising for buy one, get one free says, while available.
Yeah.
And they just quit offering buy one, get one free on July 3rd and 4th because they doubled their revenue. They were going to sell out anyway, right?
Right.
So I can make $500,000 or I can make $1 million, because people are going to buy it. And they did. They cleaned them out no matter what was going on.
So let's talk about Power Spot, because you, Craig, are you're cut from a different cloth when it comes to the fireworks business, because seemingly
I've never really
you
understood
hate
that.
money. Because speaking of buy one get one, even with the BDM deals that you put up, it seems like the same deals are and you're giving stuff away
but
at
he
ridiculous
likes happy
prices.
customers, and he likes loyalty, right?
My goal is to undercut all those SOBs. That's what I did.
You want repeat business until you die, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's the way to do business. I feel like if you overserve.
Yeah, that's why we've grown and we've gotten the loyal customers that we have, is we carry really good stuff, and I know for sure if you look at the prices online for any of the big box stores and stuff, I'm cheaper on everything. But that being said, we had to eat part of it. Some of our, for example, shipping containers last year from China for 4th of July, just the cost of shipping, not cost of product, anything else. I paid about $10,500 to $11,000 per container in shipping cost. My last container that just came in was $26,000 in shipping.
Oh my God!
Yeah. I yell at Merchman Eric because he sent a straw hat for $14 to England, and I'm like, "What the hell are you doing?"
But it's the same. I just had to buy some more shopping baskets, the little baskets you carry around.
Yeah.
And I happen to know the gentleman who owns another big retail display company here in Orlando, and giant display company. And I went online to buy shopping baskets, and the cost on those had more than doubled. And I talked to him about it, and he was like, yeah, his containers, now he's not shipping hazardous, but his containers went from $8,000 to $20,000 this year. So what do you do? Plus the product increase, the cost of the products increase themselves.
Crazy. So now with Power Spot, I know that you, Craig, had ordered, even when other companies seemingly were pulling back, you were doubling your order. It's kind of a gamble. You're betting on yourself and betting on Power Spot. But I remember talking to you, and you're like, I'm ordering a lot. And then you, because of your relationships with your suppliers and stuff, you were able to get stuff that other companies couldn't get because you buy so much, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't help that I am not a smart man. I would rather have inventory in the warehouse than money in the bank, which is not actually the best thing to do if you're running a business.
Yeah.
Now, last year, it turned out to be great. Because
it was awesome.
On the 4th of July, we were the only place left with fireworks.
Yeah.
And I try to buy because we do get a discount importing and everything else, and I don't want to struggle to find. I carry really good stuff, right? So I don't want to sell out of that for 4th of July and left with junk for New Year's or what I can find. So when I order, in my head, I try to order a year or a year and a half worth of product. And that's what I did last year, which helped me out. And then as soon as 4th of July was over last year, I started putting in massive orders for this year. Now, that being said, I did not get everything I ordered. 500-gram cakes were fantastic. 200-gram cakes were good. But mortars are tight this year. We by 4th of July, it's going to be slim pickings no matter where you go for mortars. There's firecrackers were good, but some Roman candles will probably sell out of 2/3 of the different Roman candles that we carry, just because I could not, I could get in, I got as much as I possibly could, but it kills your selection. If I want to have 8 items on the shelf, on the 4th of July, I might have 2 left to choose from, or 3.
Yeah.
So
now, Craig, let's talk about some of the cakes that you have that seemingly.
Let's talk about Craig's cake. cakes are looking good. You got a nice rump on you, buddy.
And I've been telling people...
He knows he looks good, Sam.
And as you're hearing this, you should go to Power Spot early. Like, don't wait until the day before 4th of July or 4th of July.
Most of our guys are pretty trained. Oh, like
they
I
are.
5 years ago, I would have said, get there early. Now, like most of our guys are already planning. They budget it. You know, they're just like, this is the day I'm going, and I'm going to go way early so I can get the good stuff.
We've had a ton of BDMs already show up. If you wait until the 3rd and the 4th to buy your fireworks, no matter where you go, you are going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
And you know what I always get? I do always get an email, and I'll get one this time. And I don't fault these people, but I'll get the email saying, hey, Dan, Craig stashes some stuff for us, right? I'm like, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, but
he does not do that. I cannot do that. I cannot control inventory at Pyro Spot.
Yeah.
I can't
First
call
come,
Craig.
first serve.
Yeah, if you email me, I'm not going to call Craig and say, hey, can you stash a few for Norm?
No, Norm, were you the one asking?
Looking at you, Norm. Norm in the chat room. Yeah, don't sleep on it. You got to get down there early. What's the big boy this year?
Oh man, I mean the 5-inch mortars we went through a ton of them last year, and it's funny because I straight up doubled my order last year for 4th of July, thinking, let me get them in the warehouse now, and I will have some for New Year's. And of course, that didn't happen. I mean, by 6 p.m. on the 4th of July, I was out. But hey, I made it to the 4th of July, so I'm pretty happy. Those are always killer sellers, and then the 500-gram cakes, like the big finale cakes. And we were able to, like our pricing, if you go in, on some items we had to go up maybe 10%, but most of it we were able, because we do a good volume, and I just ate the difference, we were able to try and keep pricing somewhat level. More importantly, we got in all the 500-gram cakes and the 200-gram cakes that I'd ordered, which actually is crazy because normally I over-order on those two categories.
And you don't get them all in, right?
Yeah, we get like 25% don't, they just don't manufacture enough. Everything I ordered in the 200 and 500 came in. So now, straight up, I have 500-gram cakes that aren't even on my shelf because I do not have room to display them.
Though.
Yeah, it's
that's
great.
Good news for you guys.
I'm going to have some for New Year's. And I know that if something runs out, I have something that can pop right in its place.
Dope. Awesome.
But yeah, some of the new 500-gram cakes that came out this year are just stupid.
What's got the most pink in it? My daughter has requested the brightest pink firework.
Oh man, we've got some good neon pink.
All right,
I'd have to look and see which ones were mostly neon.
Okay, all right. I'm in the market for a neon cake.
What's that 260 shot? I was looking at our text back. You got was it
260
shot?
shot?
I always said don't talk about it.
It's a big one.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I forgot to read that.
Snitching.
You could ask about it.
But there are you've got some.
Oh my God! I feel like I'm going up to Specs Music. I'm like, do you have two live crew?
No.
And then they're like, behind the desk.
So let's talk about the laws now, Craig, because it changed a while back, and so now you can set off fireworks fine in Florida, right? There's no more signing waivers and all that.
All legal for 4th of July and for New Year. Now, you can legally set them off. That does not mean that if you live in an apartment complex, you should be buying 3-inch, tubes and setting them off in your apartment complex.
Yeah. They'll still call the cops on you. Just be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are you
just
setting off?
Just run inside when you see it. Lock the door.
Yeah, we want everyone to be safe. So, and that's one of the good things about having the video and about having an educated sales staff is they can kind of help direct you to what's going to build your perfect show, depending on where you're launching and what you're working with. So,
Craig, let's talk about fireworks in general because it's the most fascinating market product that doesn't operate like other products.
People are so loyal to it. There was a guy in our chat room that just said if I had to choose between my power going off or fireworks for me and my roommate, we're getting fireworks.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's a quote from our chat room. People are so dedicated to their fireworks that they'd rather starve than not be able to blow stuff up.
Oh, it's insanity. We've already had a couple of shoppers who've come in and go, well, I could probably be late with the car note.
Yeah.
Well, what I want to talk about so let's talk about the standard tank, right? Okay, everybody that's listening to me knows and can visualize what a firework standard tank looks like.
It's my favorite firework. One of my favorites.
It hasn't changed in 30 years. Like, I'm not a joke. Like, the same tank that I was lighting at 9 years old, I'm now going to light at 39 years old. And it's seemingly the design, the structure, it hasn't changed.
Yeah, it's the same.
Which is bizarre.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Why change it? It works great.
That factory in China still has dirt floors, and there's 7-year-olds assembling them with their tiny fingers.
But it's bizarre that there's certain quintessential things in the fireworks industry that has not changed in 30 plus years, maybe longer.
Yeah.
40
I mean,
years?
now they've got like giant tanks that are 5 times the size.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but you can still find the same
jumping jacks, tanks, like whistling chasers. That stuff's still around.
What's
it has
the one
been
that
since
you,
I was a
you
little
like?
kid.
How is that possible?
I call them house burners, but the little one you light it and it's and then it's flaming and it just lands on somebody's roof. Those are my favorite.
It's like a little.
Yeah, you light it.
It's like the size of
little
a
spaceship.
Yeah, and then boom, flaming
artillery satellite.
Yeah, you find them in the gutters.
Oh, you know the ones I got, and this may have been for New Year's or last 4th of July. Now they got a cake that shoots out parachutes.
So, yeah.
And it's like,
I haven't seen a parachute cake.
This is what I like to do at Power Spot. I go when I'm designing my display, just like any Florida dad, for your kids, right?
You got to put them in order.
I get some what I like to call during the day stuff. Stuff that like
appetizers. Because
the kids are like, let's go set off fireworks, and they always want to set off fireworks, and it's like not completely dark yet.
Oh, yeah.
It's like dusk. A peak mosquito time too, but it's like dusk where it's still light, and I'm like, the fireworks are not going to look good at this light, but the parachutes and some other ones,
they're still fun.
Day fireworks,
smoke and parachutes, man. People buy a ton of those just for that, to let them off like earlier in the afternoon.
It's the pregame.
By the way,
the pregame.
They breathe a little of that smoke. It's fine, right? Because my wife screams, "Don't let them breathe." I'm like, "Hold your breath," and they jump through it. And
they can wear a KN95.
They breathe in, and I'm like, "It's fine." But the parachute.
I let Maisie light fireworks with her cigarette.
You got the parachute cake.
Oh yeah, we got the parachute cake. Although that's one of those items that, like, we had some. We have a few cases in stock, but when it's gone, and just couldn't get it this year. In fact, parachutes in general were really, it's one of those categories that was just really hard to get this year. And we go through so many because they are so much fun for
You better
kids.
go get your parachutes down.
I'm going this weekend.
He's not holding any for you.
Now, normally he says that thing where he's like, I'll go get it. And don't ever let him do the thing where he's like, I'll get fireworks for everybody.
I invite you over.
What he does is he gets Craig to load up stuff for all of us. And then
he keeps it all.
He told me it's always for you.
I have never got one firework from this man.
How dare you?
Yeah, that's why I would never send this guy to Organic Meats. He ain't coming back with anything for me.
Now I start the tradition where I go to the end of my cul-de-sac where my mother-in-law lives. She lives at the end of the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
And
you get back at the birds.
And no, we set up in the driveway. By the way, the birds, oh my God, they must be scared. I never thought about that. I was scared.
Oh, I always think about that. I always thought it was your way of getting back at them. You're like, I'll fix you,
That's why they bite your kids' fingers.
I invite my mom and sister over. I invite Daniel over.
Why didn't we go last time? There's something wrong.
I don't know.
There's something.
Corona, maybe. I don't know.
It might have been the virus.
But I set up camping chairs. And
it was the virus. My wife was like, they definitely have it. I'm like, I'm not going to. That's exactly. It's coming to me now.
And then I set off the fireworks in the cul-de-sac.
I'll come down this year.
Now the neighbors come out. It's become the
the ghouls come out. RC Johnny.
Yeah, RC Suntan. Yeah. Everybody. The drift car guy was out there.
I'm coming down.
You go. I got new neighbors.
Who'd you get?
Someone bought the house down the street.
The
fancy monstrosity.
House? Oh my God.
$550,000.
Wow. Wow.
And then my mother-in-law was talking to Dad. He was mad about the peel and stick wood laminate they put on the doors. He was screaming.
What he just found? He bought it, and then he's like, "Wait a minute!
No,
this is peel and stick. I've been hoodwinked."
His daughter bought it. He was the dad.
Okay.
He's the quintessential dad that goes in there
and tears it apart.
Yeah.
My dad did that.
He's like, "Who built this?" He's yelling.
Who got in this coffin?
But the damn house prices are so crazy that it's insane. Anyway, they'll be watching it this year and mad that they moved into a $500,000 house with white trash around. around.
And now, to signify you moving into Castleberry, King of Castleberry Tom Van presents his tribute to Raccoon.
Wait till I pull my boat up in my front yard and all that. Yeah, they haven't seen any of that yet.
Rick Derringer's Real Americans playing, fireworks are shooting off, Raccoon with a top hat, welcoming them to the neighborhood.
So, Craig, I know that my kids like all the small stuff, the pooping puppy, which has been quintessential.
Don't sweat the small stuff.
The snakes, which still exist, which is just a version of the pooping puppy, but there's actually the tiny black pellets.
Black snakes, yeah.
They still, they like to go through Power Spot and grab all the small stuff. I mean, I think if you're a Florida kid, you grew up setting off tiny fireworks, right?
I mean, it's not just Florida. I would go Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, and Virginia. Any southern trash child grew up burning
I'm from Louisiana.
You're definitely there.
We were deep into it.
Louisiana's very similar to Florida.
Yeah, and the sparklers, which again, be careful with the red hot, melt your skin off. Like you said, the sparklers are the most dangerous, right?
Yeah, give a kids. I mean, we have other things that are great that the kids can hold that are not nearly as dangerous as a regular sparkler. So don't do that. But talk of pooping puppy, if you can believe. I'm on the phone with like 8 vendors this year going, look, man, I'll pay anything for poopy puppy. I need cases of poopy puppy.
Can't find it.
Do you have some in stock?
I have some. I paid top dollar for pooping puppy, but we have pooping puppy.
You know what's going to be interesting this year? I bet there's a lot of people that are going to go without the quintessential sheet of plywood on their backyard.
Yeah,
they put the plywood's too expensive, right? Like you used to go.
Think about that.
You used to go get a sheet of plywood from Lowe's to set your fireworks off.
Make a driveway not turn like white.
Or because it's in your backyard, you need something a level, so find a level surface. If you're not going to use the plywood because it's, $45 a sheet or whatever the hell it is, make sure it's level because safety is number one concern.
Yeah, safety number one.
Yeah,
you can tell there's a shortage because my phone has gone crazy, not only with consumer buying fireworks, but so many people. Do you sell Roman candles by the case? Can I get 4 cases of sparklers from you? I mean, it's other like mom and pops or bootleggers.
No, they're buying from you to sell.
Because they can't. So what happened is a lot of importers all the big importers took no new customers. So if you hadn't already purchased from these big importers, you couldn't get
couldn't buy
because they were so shortage. And even like the importer that I'm one of the ones that I use to buy domestically, you could only buy half as much product as you purchased last year. So if you spent $100,000 last year, you could buy $50,000 from. That's how tight it is. I mean, where they put in these type of controls,
right?
So all the like little mom and pops, the place that own a tent or that are selling to their friends, the bootleggers and stuff. Man, they couldn't get stuff to save their lives. So
that's hilarious.
Yeah, they're going crazy, blowing up my phones trying to buy stuff. So
you see them they have a disguise on. They're buying a ridiculous amount of resale. So Pirate Spot, Longwood.
Yep.
I mean, the easiest.
That's our home location.
If you go to iwantfireworks.com, I mean, obviously everything on and at Pirate Spot in the tents, you can see what all the fireworks do. They have display screens. There's how many screens do you have?
Oh man, we have like 6 or 7 this year. So we got 4 touch screens and some scan guns and a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, cool. So you could see what they do.
Yeah, it's fun to go and walk around there too. It's like a cool experience. It's not like going to like the standard. You walk up there and the guy in the overalls comes over and badgers you. It's nothing like that.
If you do go to the website, we've got some opening week specials that are good through Saturday.
Nice.
Take advantage of them now. And honestly, it's just trying to get people in early so we're not so inundated the last couple of days.
Yeah,
but,
I'm
really good specials.
I'm 100% going this weekend so I don't lose out on all this, the good stuff. And I suggest everybody does. Go early. Go this weekend. Take advantage of the specials. iwantfireworks.com.
Indeed.
Craig, thanks so much for coming in, and we appreciate it. I remember when you gave me the first bag of fireworks like 15 years ago.
Are you going to cry about it?
Back when you were just buying them wholesale from China, before you were even selling fireworks. You're like, hey, I like fireworks. fireworks here.
One day I'm going to have a website that's I like fireworks. You'll see. You'll all see.
All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Corporate Time.